of course, we can think about the poems we've already been studying, and I would recommend which of the poems we've already looked at. For example, those poems by Spenser that we already looked at. Can you jot down of those Spenserian poems which one comes the closest to the mood of this poem? Frustration, anger, resentment, and yet you get the sense that if the girl, Stella, right, that Astrophill is in love with, if she were to give him the time of day, bam, he would immediately change, and she's the most amazing woman on the planet, right? In other words, if she were to say, hey, what's going on? That's all it takes in a text. Hey, what's going on? And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, there it is. Yes, all of my desires have now been accomplished. She actually responded to me. Yay, right? 3B, let's ask this question, of course. It comes to mind immediately, doesn't it? How can you relate personally to a title like this? What about frustration? When was the last time that you can write down, you remember this level of frustration, where you were literally ready to talk to the moon because you had nobody else to talk to, right? And you were like, you were that kind of frustrated. When was the last time that happened for you? By the way, when it did happen for you, did you have any inclination to want to write about it? That is to say, to kind of play the game of Sidney. Did you have any inclination at all to want to write about it? Another 3B question for you that you can write on. One of the reasons we do this third level, this third 3B level, is so that you can connect with the poem at a personal level and then remember it down the line. So maybe another question. What about frustration in love? Is this common, do you think, in high school? And is this a reason why, for example, once a senior girl said in 303, I am not falling in love my senior year because in my junior year I fell in love and got my heart broken, and I am not falling in love in my senior year. Absolutely no way, no how. Is that the right response? If things go badly for you with love, is the right response to say no more and swear it off? Or to say, because I'm so frustrated, that tells me that's something I really want, and so I'm going to go and I'm going to find it. Which is the better way to be? Is it smart to say, high school romances are a waste of time and therefore I'm not going to have any relationships in high school? Or rather, is it the case to say, all of human existence is about relationships. You have to have people in your life. You have to learn to know people and get to know people throughout your whole life. You might as well start when you're in high school and start developing relationships with people. Another 3B question. What do you do if you're really into someone and you want to talk to that someone and that someone refuses to talk back? Do you give up and say, bag it? Or do you continue to try to have some conversation and relationship with that someone? Very interesting. Of course, we can get into this discussion as well about beautiful women. Is it the case that beautiful women were all in high school? Beautiful girls know they're beautiful and so they can get away with a whole lot more. Is that true? Is it always the case that a beautiful girl is stuck up? She thinks better of herself than others. Is that true? Or is that rather a certain kind of stereotype that can get played out in poems like this, in movies, in TV shows? Well, there you go. Sonnet 31. Make sure that you'll remember the title as well as the points of the poem, right?